One time I went to, I traveled to an Airbnb with some friends and we went to a con that it was legal to smoke and they had dispensaries everywhere. You could just buy weed everywhere. And I took edibles with some friends and on God, this was, I've smoked before. I've taken edibles before. I know what it can do to you when you have a little bit too much. But this time I was seeing shit while there was Magic the Gathering playing in the background. No. So I just remember being in a corner, like just panicking, being like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening to me? And hearing like Magic the Gathering going on in the background, like the cards being thrown down, like people screaming and all that. And ever since then, I'm like, I don't think I can see Magic the Gathering the same. It honestly scarred me.
You got so
like
high, you could no longer play Magic the Gathering.
Yes,
that is
yes.
crazy.
It's like
Joy Wheeler. Monsters. Real life monsters. 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're officially good to go. I have a feeling that's going to go into the episode.
Absolutely.
This is all of our setup, by the way. Welcome back to the Phish Tank Podcast.
It's way bigger than it looks.
Today, yes.
Every time.
That was a comment that we got from our guest, who, by the way, is a huge inspiration.
Wait, about the room we're in.
Is that not what you were talking about?
Yeah.
What?
As a raw opening line, that is a crazy first sentence.
It is. It's amazing. Like, no context. Going right in there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's bigger than it was. Thank you.
Anyways, our guest is somebody who continuously inspires me, especially in the gaming community. They are very known for their creativity, especially that can be seen in their introduction to their YouTube videos where they act, they sing, they role play, and their cosplays are some of the highest budget cosplays I have ever seen.
It's true.
That is very true. Macro, welcome to the Phish Tank Podcast. The people need to know, how much can you bench?
I can actually bench, I don't know, what's a plate?
A plate?
45.
Okay, 135.
No, but let's be real. A plate and a half. But I'm not strong. Like, look at this.
Bro, that's all good. We've been asking our guests what they can do.
I'm like really nervous. I'm like, is that good?
Yes, that's good.
It's gonna start making like a chart with all the guests and be like, yeah, he's like number 10. It's really bad. Like bottom 6.
As far as strength goes.
Listen, so far you're behind Indy Fox.
Excuse me. I feel like she would bench a lot though.
She's crazy.
Yeah,
we don't know. We can't keep it consistent because
2.5.
every guest we've had, we've asked for a different exercise,
A different workout.
Like we asked, how much can you
you
squat,
should ask the
deadlift?
same exercise and literally just have a running chart.
That would be. We should start
write it on the wall.
Like, it just becomes like a writing on the wall for the guests, but it's not like a signature. It's like, here's how much they weigh.
Current max goals just signed up.
We'll
there.
do it pound for pound, like figure out like the conversion
strongest?
rate of.
Oh yeah. Down to the T.
It's super funny you mentioned like the expensive cosplays because like obviously my cosplays are like more cardboard related and more like just really cheap. They're like the notoriously cheap. The boxes that they come in can be like expensive though. Like if that was like a TV box or something, right? But the other day, there was.
I like the idea of you specifically getting a television.
That's
like,
why I feel like
this
you
would be
write it off.
perfect.
This is for a cosplay.
You just write out, you're like, oh, I'm buying this TV, but for a cosplay. Like, the TV is just, like, extra.
Can you write that? Is that possible?
I don't know.
Can you write that off?
Can you write that off if you're using the box, just the box for your
That would
your
You
content?
have to be able to get
I
a
feel like
percentage
an
out
accountant
of it.
would be
Yeah.
really mad at you because he'd be like, "Why would you do this? Can you just use the TV?"
You
itself?
could have
It'd be
gone to
so much
Staples.
easier."
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, but you're just trying to, like, maximize.
That's so fucking funny.
I actually haven't really done it, but I should. Like,
You should
next time,
ask your
I'm
accountant.
gonna ask my accountant, like, hey, I'm using the box, but, like, can I just keep, like, the TV that it comes in? And, like,
Can I keep
Can I
the
write
TV
off the
I
box?
paid for?
Well,
The box.
Well, just in case any of the viewers do not know who Macro is, I would like to give context for that comment. So, your YouTube videos, introductions, they mostly have some sort of, I guess, script behind it, and you're just dressing as one of the characters or doing... Yeah, you're running with a script. So, which one of those was your, I guess, hardest cosplays to put together, even though they are made up of TV boxes?
Honestly, like, it became easier over time, but, like, I feel
Because
like
you're able to afford bigger boxes, right?
I was able to afford bigger boxes, but I also like realized like as I was throwing away more and more pieces, like wait, a lot of these are like useful always. So I've kept like some specific pieces of like cardboard things,
nice.
just like permanent, even though it's like it looks so.
You got to
dumb
frame
have
them or put
They're
them in a
interlocking.
glass encasing.
Well, the one that I kept the longest is like I have like a Titanfall helmet that I made, and I was like, this thing has just became so useful. I've been using it so often, like in a bunch of stuff. But
For what?
I mean, just for like Apex related things as well,
Oh,
because
God,
Titanfall and Apex
Titanfall.
are like in the same universe and
sense.
stuff, right? But no, the one that was like the most
The Mue.
what
is that?
the movie.
Those are the big in the Apex maps, like those big
The giant,
the
like,
long neck looking.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The
Okay,
Mouet.
okay,
They're called
I
the
have no
Mouet.
idea that's
They
the
have
name.
names that they're just called Nessies, like
The Mouet.
big Nessies.
I thought Nessie was like an actual, like just a little plushy thing.
Well, that's
it's
like the
just-
Nessie is the plushie, but
Yeah.
it's like named after the big things. And
It was
Mouet.
named after the big thing.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's a
I
plushie.
thought it was somebody's emote on Twitch.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
true.
I didn't know it was an Apex actually.
No, they own the
affiliated
rights
thing.
to the Loch Ness monster apparently. So like Nessie,
That makes so much sense. Apex goes that far
they
back.
go that far. Like, EA buys everything. You know how it works.
They
But no,
bought
they,
all of Scotland.
they own
That lake specifically, EA has like a little sign that says, "Do not take pictures of the Nessie."
just a little, like a tiny little plaque, and it's like EA owns like.
It's a little
that'd be-
brand logo.
that'd be
Every time you
so
take a
scary.
picture, for some reason, it glows.
Oh,
you
geez.
see it in
Lock.
the background.
Ness.
Do you guys remember the old EA intro? Like challenge everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah, of
course.
course.
Like,
Yes.
that stuff.
And
was
then also
hard.
EA Sports.
EA big. That
I don't remember that one.
That was
no idea what that one is.
What is
there was
that?
like a basketball game that was 3v3, but you get like superpowers and you get to like do shit, and it was big.
I feel like
You
I
know the
played
name
that,
of that game?
but I don't remember
Street.
the big.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Street was good.
Was Mario in that game?
No.
There was like a NBA
I mean,
to the
maybe,
streets where like you
maybe.
could play as like random characters. It wasn't like actually officially, but like you can unlock like, oh, this dude is literally Mario. Like he had
Yeah.
the hat, the mustache, and he's like balling out. Like I feel like I've
That
seen,
might be the game.
That might be the same game,
No,
right?
it is. Yeah,
Okay.
NBA Street. That was a good game.
You know what's
I
really
remember
crazy
playing the
about
fuck
video
out of that
games
game.
though? Like, is the fact that like EA owns the rights to use official sports titles, so no one else can. Which
Wait,
is why
what?
there's literally no way anyone else can use a sports team. Like that's why
Oh,
there's
just a
only
team?
like the
Like
official
to make it
teams.
look.
What
real,
about
like,
pickleball? Do they own that?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
what
real with
about
you. I
pickleball?
don't know if that's a real sport. Is that real? I've never.
Man,
I don't even know
wouldn't
what
this be
you
funny
play.
if I told you I play pickleball? Like
With
What
who?
is
Wait, with what
pickleball?
group?
so my father. So this makes sense. He's old. He's retired.
I thought this was
Uh,
like
He's
a
been playing
Twitch group.
pickleball
no,
for
no,
50
no,
years.
no.
Okay.
Literally,
He's
my
the first pickler.
So like pickleballing has been like a thing for a while, but it's like super low stakes. It's supposed to be for like old people to like just have a nice like low impact workout. It really should be that way. And then slowly more.
should be
No, I mean because
that
it really
way.
isn't that deep of a sport. But then my dad got into it, and he's like used to play ping pong back in like college days. So there's like a little bit of like this.
So it's
the
like
trick
better
shots.
ping pong.
It is like bigger ping pong. It's smaller tennis, bigger ping pong. It's really the in between.
Sorry, yeah, bigger, not better.
Yeah, it's not better.
I love ping pong. I love ping pong.
Love ping.
Actually,
Listen,
if you love ping pong,
ping
you might
pong-
like pickleball.
Until
I'm
I
not
see
gonna lie.
Forrest Gump playing pickleball,
I can, like, do
will
bottom
say
spin.
You could do
ping
the
pong
bottom
is
spin.
better.
I'm not kidding. Like you might like it. Like
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna be an advocate for pickleball, everybody here, but
So
but-
pickleball is the same rules as basically tennis or ping pong. It's just like a small little
for the
thing.
most part, except they have like this extra like area. Like if you ever see like the court, there's like the front area. They call it the kitchen, and you're supposed to stay out of
Because
it.
they cooking.
They'd be cooking.
Oh no! Okay, they're supposed to stay out.
This is-
of
no,
it.
but I don't know why they call it the kitchen. And maybe it's because of that, right? But essentially, like you can't go in there unless the ball lands in there,
Okay.
and it's to prevent people from just like you can basically just camp the front and like smack the
Oh,
ball.
so it
mosh
has to
pit.
bounce first.
It has to bounce first into the. No, you don't have to let it bounce first. You can
But
hit it
in
back.
the kitchen
but if,
area.
if you're specifically walking into that like front area right in front of the net, it has to bounce in there first. So that's like a balancing thing. Because
All right,
before it
here's
wasn't
the
like
real
that.
question.
I have
Will
no
I
idea
see
how
this?
pickleball works.
We
Is
should
that
play
the,
it.
Is that the only
Dude,
area?
we have a pickleball squad right here.
Dude, this
Is
is
that
actually
wait? Is that
2v2.
the only rule that the ball can bounce in that area? Anywhere else it can't bounce?
No,
or
the
else
ball
it's a
can
point?
bounce anywhere. It's just more like that specific area because it was so overpowered back when like once
To just, like,
Back in the day,
Howard.
back when your
I'm being
father was
serious,
playing.
like because like they keep updating the rules, and so that wasn't a thing for a while.
It's because
They
the
have
game
patch
keeps
notes.
getting younger and younger.
Yes, it's exactly.
and more athletic people are doing pickleball. I was like, wait, this is broken.
I'm not kidding. They had to nerf the young people.
They got Ferrer in the front just smashing it down. He's just like, you got to
Wait,
stop,
so
man.
how do you
Get him
score
out
a
of
point?
there.
I realize I have
It's
no
just
idea how
like
pickleball
all
works.
tennis rules or ping pong rules. The moment
Have
that
you played
like,
ping pong?
I have played ping
You
pong.
playing ping pong, so you like you know
when it
that-
goes out.
So if it goes out, or
Okay.
if it balls, if it bounces more than once, then like that's it. That's like the ball's dead. But
Yeah,
like
I'm going to do a slight flex here. I'm probably better than all of you guys combined at ping pong.
oh
Bullshit.
probably
That's
I
not
don't
true. That's
doubt
not
it.
true at all.
No.
So
Combined,
good.
me,
not
I'm
true.
worth
I'm
zero.
so
no,
good.
no, no, no.
Have you seen a viral ping pong clip? That's me.
Wait, no way.
Yep, that's me in the
Can
background.
we pull it up?
In the back.
in the spectators.
Cheering, just like, yes, spin
I'll
that.
challenge you. I'll challenge you to ping pong.
We don't.
I'm
We don't.
very
We should,
good.
you don't have a
Okay,
guy
I
that
am
you
as
don't have
well.
a guy that's like, oh,
I'm
can you pull that
totally
up
down.
for us? Like,
I wish we did. Okay, but no, that's the goal. Is that through this podcast
Ray!
right now? Right now, the issue that we've had, you don't understand. This is actually the first time that we're recording with 3 cameras, and we're going to have one single file for each camera. What happened before is that when we would be recording, there would be like 20 separate files from one camera, 10 from another, and then sending it to our editor. I'm sure he must have been like miserable from it. He's been like he's been making do of it, but this is the first time, now that you're here, that we actually figured out a way to make it so that there is one file coming from each camera.
Your poor editor.
Yeah.
That must have been so miserable.
Yeah, no, I was apologizing to him so much. I was just like, I'm trying to find a way around this. But every week something would go wrong. And God forbid something goes wrong this week again.
Let's hope it does.
Eventually. it does. Eventually.
Let's fuck this up.
Eventually we do want somebody behind the camera and probably in a bigger room. But yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Macro roasted the size of the room.
Yeah.
He said it's very small.
What I would want is like a TV for us to be able to like cast our phones to, like if I want to show you guys like a couple videos or something like that, or if like our guest wants to like show us a video and then we can all see it, or then somebody that
I
can
just
like
want Temple Run in the background.
I think even if you
that's
don't,
really all
Subway
I want.
Surfers in the
Subway
background.
Surfers just have the Family Guy clips
Yeah,
on the top.
exactly.
But I was saying, even if you don't have somebody yet, you should have like a fake name that you call every single time
yeah.
to like pull up like a name, like it becomes
Jebediah.
a joke. Yeah,
Jebediah.
Jebediah, pull it up, and then like you just have the editor
Get your beard out the way, bro. We've been over this.
He's Amish. I'm sorry.
And then like the camera pans to like nothing. Like it's just like the saddest.
We just have a little picture that we like draw with our left hands
That'd
every
be
single
so.
time.
That'd be funny. Like I'm running. It's a stick figure.
This is Jebediah, guys.
Jebediah, man, it's the guy.
Yeah, and always has to have a beard. If he doesn't have a beard, I would be so mad.
One
I
day-
feel like if you
yeah.
have the name Jebediah, you have to have a beard. If you don't, like, what are you doing? Like, you
I-
spawn in with a beard.
Do you know someone with that actual name?
I've met a Jebediah who was Amish.
And
Straight up.
Okay, so it's just an Amish like exclusive.
I
name.
believe
I don't
that.
think
I
it's
want to believe
exclusive.
No, I feel like it
that. I
is.
want you to find.
you are
another
Jebediah,
person-
you
I
are
wanna find-
Amish.
I want you to find a Jebediah that's not Amish. That's what I want you to do.
That's fascinating because it's like a biblical
I'll
name,
make
right?
it my mission.
You'll never find them because they're not on the internet. You could put a thing and be like, if your name's Jebediah,
I mean,
You gotta put
seriously,
posters
bro.
around
and
the
then we know
around the
you have to
city.
make actual flyers and just put them around. Like,
Call this number.
and they're like, I can't use a phone.
Oh, they can't
I mean, it's possible one of our listeners is named Jebediah.
I don't
email
believe
me
that.
here.
And have a
Ooh, that'd
beard.
be sick. If you're Jebediah and we know the internet doesn't lie, comment below. Well, they couldn't.
We'll give you some free merch or something.
I just
I
picture
can't promise that.
I picture you putting up like
I can.
lost posters of Jebediah, but it's the same stick figure drawing.
And the beard. If you look like this, we need you.
Dude.
Please contact us,
Yeah.
however possible.
Actually, can you pull that up,
Pigeon.
Jebediah?
Well,
You know what
I
really-
mean,
you know what boggles my mind is like messenger pigeons back in the day. How did they work?
What?
How do
did you
they
get a
know where
messenger
to
pigeon?
go?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was one way.
So they would stop
But
at the
how?
same place every
So,
single time.
my understanding, it's crazy. Like it's stupid, but also genius. But like you had these pigeons, and they like I guess pigeons know how to get back to where they were, and that's about.
But how
it.
do you control them going back there?
Basically they always want to go back. I don't know. They just know. Like they're pigeons. I don't know. Like you take the pigeon with you. Like these pigeons just in a cage with you.
Yeah.
Then you put a little note on it. Then you let them free, and they know they go back to that spot. So it's only sending a message to that original spot that they're from.
so they were caged from one area to
Yeah,
another.
so basically
and then
they
they'd be
stay
like,
here,
oh,
yeah.
I'm free. Time to get out.
Yeah, and they want to
So
go back.
I would like to
you,
make a-
you don't let them see the sky or whatever. They just go out and they're just like, yep. all right,
Honestly,
I got it.
probably.
This
Like,
is
that's
the-
crazy.
Birds know the sky. They
So
understand.
I've actually been hearing a lot
The
of
sky.
I've been hearing a lot of pigeon slander
What?
on the internet.
They're
and
drones?
People, no, like people like hate pigeons.
They're not real. That's
Who
why.
hates a pigeon?
They're drones.
A lot of people hate pigeons, but
Seagulls I
they're
can
our
understand.
first telephone. Without pigeons, we would be nowhere.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think they were our first.
They
I
were
think
our
was
first
the cup
telephone.
and
But I
string.
mean, overall, though,
That
once
was my first
when
telephone.
you contribute something like that to society, is there just no forgiving you, or is that can you need to be forgiven after that for no matter what?
If you gave us telephones,
But pigeons are like shitting on me.
Yeah, I was at Disneyland the other day, and one shat on my like consomme when I got like the birria tacos there.
And it was, yeah.
you
for
should
sure.
be like, "Thank you, pigeon telephone, for
I
this."
should say.
Thank you for blessing me.
Who sent me this message?
Oh,
Who is shitting on me right now?
It's good luck, though. Wait, no.
Is it actually
If
good
it
luck?
lands
It's
on you, I've heard
considered
it's
good
good luck. I don't
If
know
it
about
lands
in your
food.
if
You
it
eat
lands
I
in
have
your
to eat
food,
it. I have to eat it, right?
God.
Is that the rule?
Yes.
For the luck to take.
I'm like, oh, damn it! You missed me by like an inch. I could have been lucky.
And you start eating it.
Oh, that's so gross.
Who hates a pigeon though? Like they're the most like chill birds on the planet. Like I feel
They're
like
not
if
chill.
a
I've been
Apparently
attacked
they're
by a
not. They're
pigeon
very
before.
invasive.
I was in
attacked by
Queens,
pigeons?
and I
He
got
lives
out
in
the
New
car.
York.
Yeah, I'm originally
Oh
from New
fuck,
York.
you're in New York. You gotta do that. I don't know your accent.
No,
Accent doesn't sound New York.
Do the
I don't know
accent.
many.
Do
No,
the
I don't have an
accent.
accent. I don't have an accent. This is my New York accent right here.
Accent.
Do it.
Walking in. Anyways, a pigeon.
That was a terrible.
A pigeon.
That was a terrible impression.
Yeah, thank you. Because I wasn't sounding like myself.
A
but-
native.
I'm walking in.
It's the only New York words.
The pigeon killed him. Sorry.
No, I mean that though. Like I was walking through Queens and I saw a pigeon on the ground and I was just like, oh, okay, he's gonna be normal. He's gonna walk out of the way, even if it's not like I walked straight into him, expecting him to respect my
Is that
authority.
how pigeons walk?
No, that's how I walk. That's how I walk. That's how the New Yorkers walk, if you will. So I went to. I slightly like angled myself to the right. So it's kind of like a equal type of I
respect
move
the
right,
pigeon
you move
space.
you move
Okay.
right as well.
Yeah, they know about
but
that.
no,
Yeah.
but he flew up instead and he scratched me in the forehead. Like I wasn't bleeding, but I saw like a little mark there, and I was like, "Holy shit! That pigeon just scratched the shit out of me."
Holy fuck.
Like I even like ducked back as well with my
You're the first.
explosive maneuvering.
Explosive movement.
With my
I
explosive
love that you
movement.
tried to square up against the pigeon. Just like, oh, what's up?
What's good?
What's up? What's good?
The pigeon's just
Where
like,
you from?
the pigeon's just startled, just trying to get out of your way.
No, but
just got
I did
confused.
back up in time. Like they're pretty loud when they fly. Certain birds are pretty loud when they fly, especially with how girthy pigeons can be in the city.
The best descriptor for pigeons.
I mean, I don't know how else some
They're girthy and
some
dumb as
pigeons be
hell.
eating good in New York.
They do. They
Dude,
got
And that
just
one
saying,
did
like-
because I could hear him get off the ground as soon as he did. Yeah. It's like a helicopter. A helicopter that shits in your food.
Yeah, fuck that.
Listen, I'm just saying, if like a fist bump was personified as a bird, I'm pretty sure it would be a pigeon. I just feel like they just walk like they want to give you a fist bump. Have you
There's-
ever seen like a pigeon just like strut up to you? It's just like, yo, what's up? It's like, yo, what's up, G? And then it just kind of walks away. Like that's how I figure pigeons are. Like owls, they're shifty. They are drug
You must
dealers.
be high all the time.
No, owls. I don't blame owls. Are terrible. Have you seen baby owls? They look like aliens. They probably are the
all look
aliens.
like
Probably
aliens.
are aliens.
What do you
There's
mean
a
all
big
look like
theory.
aliens?
Not that they all look like aliens.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
They all look.
Who?
No,
Like,
you said baby.
I'm sorry.
no, and then I said they all
Yeah.
like all birds look like
Which of
baby
us?
aliens. I mean,
That's not what you said at all.
all
What?
birds are baby aliens.
Oh,
Continue.
shit.
What a bold stance.
So there's
I'm
there's
posting
a
up on this.
theory that Ruben has told me about many times that like every time you see an owl, it's actually that you saw an alien, but they're changing your mind to your memory see an owl.
Interesting.
So you're telling me aliens just really love mice?
No. He's saying that owls are just a deflection.
Yeah.
Like,
So they just posted
So
up in
owls don't
trees,
exist.
just
They're all
chilling?
aliens.
like you just saw aliens eating dinner. They're like, oh.
But why?
it's just a house filled with owls. Like
They're like, there's a
Why
lot of
owls?
in this place?
Yeah,
Why
strange.
owls?
because people just think they look weird.
Is
I
it
think.
because they have very robotic like neck movements?
It's probably.
They just
And
seem
the-
like faker than most beards. Birds.
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 Jebediah?
Sorry, Jebediah. Sorry.
Jebediah
Take
got that
again.
out.
Take again. Go.
Do I do it again?
Yeah.
Run it back, run it back.
I don't even know what I said.
Something about beards. I'm
Oh, they do look more robotic than most birds.
Apparently, owls are like the quietest flyers out of all birds.
yeah,
just-
they're
just
silent
really
killers.
silent.
Yeah.
They just glide silent through the night and then kill a mouse 20 miles away that they heard like
20 miles away.
I swear to you, I'm pretty sure they can hear a mouse up to like 2 miles or something. Like insane.
Animals are
distance.
fucking crazy.
By the way, that's a big difference. 20 and 2
Yeah, but
miles.
like that 20 miles is like obviously an exaggeration. That's like
Yeah.
the distance of a nuke.
No, because I was
just,
like, dude,
the
you just
blast
seemed like you had
radius.
the facts ready. I was like, dude, really? Is that true? Like, I wasn't even like upset. I was like,
they
continue.
can track a mouse from 20 miles
Like literally.
away.
No, that is crazy that animals, like you said, animals are crazy. How they can be born under a human society. Like, let's say you take a cat in and it still knows how to clean itself.
Yeah.
You can still train it to use litter on its own despite no communication being made.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's...
Have you ever had a pet?
I've owned a cat, but I'll be real with you. We like left them outside.
No.
I guess that makes us like bad cat.
I mean,
owners.
Would they come
Well,
back?
they come back inside but
And
like,
get food and stuff?
We had one cat. Her name was Evie, and she was like so well trained. Bless her soul, got eaten by a coyote. That's a little spoiler alert. Anyway,
Because you left her outside.
well, she was so
She
good.
wanted to be outside.
She was
Some
so
cats-
good at not getting killed by coyotes, but up to that point,
Okay.
like
Sometimes cats just
Her
want to be
track
outside. There are
record was
outdoor
her
crazy.
track
cats.
record was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe
But
that. I believe
she was
that.
so well trained. Where like we did this thing because like we've had cats like most of our life, but this one cat in particular, we had like a bell on the front door. So whenever like she wanted to like poop, she would run up to the front door and like tap the bell and
Wow,
would
that's
open the
actually,
door,
like, dog
and then
training.
they would
That is
go
dog
out and they
training.
would just like poop outside to the point where like we had a litter box. It was never used. It was awesome. Like this cat was like, no, I'm gonna go outside. It's more fun to be like outside and like
That's
poop.
fair.
So and that cat was like so great.
You want to know the scariest thing ever? My friend, when I was growing up, had 5 animals. He had 2 of these huge, big old dogs that I can't remember the name of, but they specifically their voices were used for the Wookiees in Star Wars. Whatever that
What?
type of dog was, they're big boys.
Mastiffs?
No. They're
Mine
big.
too.
They're just super.
My voice.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
But,
telling me that they didn't use human voices for the they had
no,
to
it's
get like a dog to
It's
do that?
It's a dog, yeah. And I could when they like barked or whatever, you could hear they're like.
Oh,
It was very funny. It was like good.
Sound
piece
like
of trivia.
Spanish dogs.
Yeah, but they were huge, but they were so sweet. I loved them very
Rolling
much.
their
rolling
R's.
It took me a sec. That was you guys. I don't think you got the joke immediately.
How are you? But like he had those 2 big dogs. They had 2 indoor cats, and they were super sweet and big idiots. There's a black cat and an orange cat. Orange cat was spastic. The black cat never found them. He would always just appear, just somewhere in the corner. And then he had an outdoor cat whose name was Emily. Very unassuming name, right? This cat was the most murderous animal ever. Their yard was like surrounded by trees, right? Not a bird to be heard, no squirrel seen. And they're like, yeah, no, Emily has killed off most of the wildlife.
Oh my gosh.
We don't take care of her. She is strictly an outdoor cat, and sometimes she'll just leave us a bird, and then another one, and then another one.
That's how they
presents.
show respect, or how they
Yeah,
show
she's
like,
just
I
like-
love you. Here,
yeah,
I
she's just
killed
like-
this animal for you.
Yeah, and so they would put like a little water bowl outside for her, and I guess that was like she's like, thanks for the water. Here's a family of birds, and she killed everything. It was so quiet whenever I went over his house. I thought it was like a horror movie every time I went over there because it's just surrounded by woods and not a sound. And then I was just like, where's Emily? He's just like, I don't know, probably killing the squirrels.
Oh man, did you ever see a squirrel get dropped off, or just birds?
No, because
Usually
I think she
birds.
just ate them, like just straight up. I think
You
she
would
just
think the
straight
birds would be more
animals.
appetizing, like.
I think she ate everything there because they like we put food out, but it's never once been touched. She's engorged herself on the wildlife of this area.
So bad for the ecosystem right there.
So I have a greyhound at home. Right?
Okay.
So Aurora?
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like back home, like in.
No.
Okay.
In my
You sounded
house.
so bothered by it. Like, were you,
I was just like, why have I
anti-greyhound?
never heard of this before? But yeah, Aurora. Yeah.
So I have a greyhound at my house, and it's crazy to put in perspective how fast she can run. So have you ever traveled like at 40 miles per hour in your car, like driving?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would hope you did.
Have you
Actually,
ever
I
driven
can run
anywhere?
38.
She can run
Tough stuff.
15 miles more than that.
What?
She can
Why
run
didn't you just
55
say she
because
can run
because if I
50?
just
Wait,
say because if I
I'm
just
so
say
confused.
55 miles an hour, you don't. But like 40 is
Dude,
like
you
a,
could just say Aurora could be on the
you-
highway.
have
She
you
was in the right
considered-
lane. You
No,
could
no,
see
we need to
Aurora.
unpack
That's
how you set this
insane.
up.
Okay,
First of all,
because I
that's
feel like
insane.
I travel at 40 miles per hour pretty often.
Okay,
like it's a
fair.
pretty normal speed to go at.
It's
Okay.
like fast but not too fast.
And it's in my head, I understand how fast 40 miles an hour is.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay.
fast, not too slow. You feel like you're traveling. And then you take it 15 miles more, you're traveling at 55, and it's just like, okay.
You're
Imagine
specifically on
Aurora.
the highway. at that
Imagine a dog
Just dog
running
right next to you.
just fucking.
Dude, it makes that noise too.
55? Really? Dude, cheetahs go like 60 or something like
Cheetahs,
that.
I think, hit top at 70, but it's like how long is like 55? How many seconds of max speed?
around a lap or just down the side of a lap. Like
fast dog.
But still, that's some
Down
distance.
the
I mean, they race
That
dogs.
is
That's why
crazy.
they race dogs.
Oh, yeah,
like-
well, that it
sure.
got outlawed in Miami, so that's why we have one. So the state of, I think it might be Michigan Michigan maybe. So they have a law that you can't kill dogs there. So when Miami
Dogs are immortal in
outlawed
Michigan.
dog racing, they were gonna kill all the dogs.
Oh
They were gonna put them down, and then Michigan or Maine, one of those states.
one of the M states
Yeah.
for sure. Minnesota for all I know.
Mississippi.
bought all of the dogs so that they can have sanctuary in there.
Aw, that's awesome.
And then that's when my roommate bought hers.
And that's why the dog is so fast.
Yeah.
Because it's erased the context.
Yeah,
does
literally.
That's insane. I can't imagine a domesticated dog running 55 miles per hour.
55
Have you seen
miles an hour.
her in action, Aurora?
I've seen her run. It's awesome.
Oh my god!
Did you
I mean,
have,
I'm
like, a
sure, like,
speedometer
not
thing?
constantly practicing every day, they can hit that speed, but I'm
No,
sure
but
they
she
can
can
bolt
run
it.
fast. It's pretty awesome.
That's really fast.
I would love to.
She's so sweet and like unassuming. I would never expect her to just go as fast as a car.
Yeah.
Like faster than most cars.
Like faster, as fast as a car traveling without speeding. Like a normal, like,
Yeah, like the speed limit, the
Yeah.
actual speed limit that
Yeah.
no one
Do you know
follows
how,
out
do you
here.
know how like
Terrifying.
unnerved I would be if I was driving on the highway? I just turned to my
And
right
there's
and
just
just a dog just
traveling
keeping
at the
pace with
same
me?
time.
I'd be
I
like
would-
more
I would
mad that I'm
literally
not
Do you have a
seeing
dial?
it.
Pull that up.
I'm like,
I would assume
Yeah,
it was a
but
deer.
Jim
No,
doesn't
I
have
would
dial.
never assume it was a dog. I would assume it was a deer or a jaguar. Yeah.
I would assume it's the chupacabra right there. I'm like, no, I'm too close to the
Or an
border. I gotta go
alien.
back home. What is going on here?
Yeah.
No.
Can you tell us about
Oh shit, you okay?
Lego Dream? Oh yeah, it's barely hit that. Yeah, yeah. Can you tell us about Lego Dreamzzz?
Yeah. So it's not really like, I'm in a show. It's a Lego TV show on Netflix and Amazon and a bunch of other things called
What
Lego.
do you mean by in it?
Oh, so I'm a voice actor in it.
Okay.
No, I played the Lego. I am a Lego.
I am a Lego.
But so basically, it's a show starring a bunch of like little Lego kids, like
Okay.
Lego characters and stuff, like doing Lego things and Lego. So the name of the show is Lego Dreamzzz with 3 Z's at the end of it. It's a pun, like zzz, like sleeping, like 3 Z's.
Okay.
Sure.
And so I got into that show. I play a character named Mateo in it. It's a super fun kids show. I recommend it. I mean, feel free to watch it all or
I'm a
not.
kid at
Or
heart.
not.
Oh, it's out already?
Or not. It's out. It's out. It came out like a month and a half ago.
Oh.
On Netflix. The first 10 episodes.
Wait, so does that mean you're on strike now?
So yeah, so this is the crazy part. So basically, like Comic-Con just happened,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I ended up having to go to Comic-Con to promote the show, but I was like, oh, the strike happened like a week prior, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so if it's like all these other actors and stuff are like not going to Comic-Con to promote
I
their
can't do it
shows.
too.
Yeah, everyone that's in the Screen Actors Guild or part of SAG Productions like can't do it. So I messaged like my union rep going like, hey, so I'm not in SAG yet, but I would still want to be.
Well,
a
you don't
part
want to
of
be
it.
barred from SAG too, because if you're not a SAG actor and you are doing work during these strikes, you can never.
No,
ever
no,
be in
exactly.
SAG.
So
That's
I
such an unfortunate acronym to choose, though.
SAG.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
pretty rough.
maybe
man.
maybe put an extra letter in there like swag.
Yeah.
Swag.
Screenwriters Actors
Guild.
Screenwriters Actors Guild.
Screen winner.
That's
Put them
way
together,
better
the
than
Swag
SAG.
Guild, for
That's
sure.
way better than SAG.
But so I
Well, the Writers Guild is AFTRA. Like it's not
is it not
because
is it
it's
AFTRA?
SAG-AFTRA.
What's AFTRA stand for?
I have no idea.
All feelings
All
today.
There's
Really?
2 A's. There's 2 A's.
All feelings today? Really? Come on.
America.
All feelings today, really, America.
But I was gonna say like I text the union rep and I'm like freaking out because I'm like I don't want to go. I don't want to like be a scab,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, no, like basically every single person in this entire production is Canadian except me. It's a Canadian. It's like the entire guild that's part of it is it's actually the British Columbia Guild. It's a separate thing. It's like a sister guild. So they weren't striking or anything. But like even then I was just
You don't want to be barred from SAG.
So I basically still I was contractually obligated. I even asked the SAG rep. I called the SAG
Really?
rep. I was scared, bro. I was like, I do not
yeah,
want
you
to be
don't.
able to.
You want to be able to VA like.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
I emailed them going to explain my situation, explain the production, and then they were like, technically because you signed the contract prior to it, like you're fine. You can still commit, and it's not part of it's not a SAG production, so we're not striking against the production. Just don't promote Netflix or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for sure. But either way, me and the other voice actors who were kind of like all forced to be there and all like uncomfortable with it. We didn't post anything about it. Like we were just like, ooh, we want to kind of like keep that low key. Like
Yeah.
about,
There's like, what are you
what's
doing
being-
here?
No, literally.
Vibing.
it was just like you're just vibing, you know.
I just love comics.
What are you a voice actor for?
Love
I just
comics
love
and
know.
cons.
I just love comics and conventions.
It was my first Comic-Con though.
Was it cool?
It was different because I do feel like because there wasn't all these different like events with all these different actors, writers, and people like talking about their productions. It ended up being extremely crowded on the main floor. Like I guess more crowded than it's ever been.
Dude, there have been
It was
really
pretty
crowded
bad.
cons recently. I went to anime, was it AX? Dude,
Anime Expo.
that was crazy.
Dude,
that was so packed.
4 years ago, I went to Anime Expo for the first, like when I first moved out here.
How was it?
I was able to. Oh, there's a con happening. We walk up. oh, come right in, buy the ticket. It wasn't like this like
Dude, it was insane. We waited
crazy.
for like an
but
hour.
all you do is you go there and then you buy shit. Like
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
paying
really
for the right to buy.
yeah,
other
like it's not
things.
like there's maybe there's a lot of talks or I don't know. I don't remember there being a lot of talks. But
Dude, I don't remember.
it
what
was
I
just
even did
like
there.
a bunch of booths, which is cool. I mean, it's just a bunch of booths where you buy shit. Like you can go to Frankensons. I don't know.
It's also an excuse to gather.
Have you ever been to Frankensons?
Of course, I'm
awesome.
I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd.
Oh, really?
I used to be like deep into
Pot
like,
of Greed? It's a good
like
card.
competitive Yu-Gi-Oh was like my thing in like
Yu-Gi-Moto.
early college days. Like when I finally had my own money.
What type of deck?
That was back in like Dragon Ruler
Spellbind, Spellcast. What is it? Spellbook.
I didn't play Spellbook. I played Evil Storm. which
Oh,
was, like,
I fucking hate Eels. Dude.
but that was at the Dragon Ruler. Dude, I feel like this is super nuts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I
This is
used to
really
play.
like you have to know.
I
if you-
played
I used to play.
Monster
I forget what it's
Reborn.
called. I think it's called maybe.
Pot of Greed is still legal.
okay?
No, it is not.
But everything you're saying are banned cards, by the way. It's really funny. Like, keep going. I want to see
Swords of Revealing Light.
Monster
No,
Reborn is banned?
Yeah, I mean,
Bring
not
one
anymore.
monster back from the graveyard.
Not
is banned.
anymore, but at the time when I was
Really?
playing it like a lot, it was super banned because like it was powerful,
Dude, compared
man.
to
There's
Magic,
no-
where you're like exiling entire decks or whatever.
Well,
the
because
hell.
Magic has a cost system, right? That's the big difference between like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. Magic, like no matter how broken a card is, it can be like balanced by the cost system that exists inherently in the game. Like it can have like an insane effect, but you need to like hit like 3 lands or whatever, right?
Yeah, it didn't feel like that when my friend played me in Magic. Dude, he brought out a deck where he won the turn it started. Like he just said 20 things and then he put down. He's like, "I hit you for infinity," and that was a real thing he could do. He hit me for infinite. I didn't get to play
hit
the
you
game.
for like literally. Did it have the symbol?
An infinity symbol.
Oh, that sucks.
But I'm sure there was a huge. I'm sure there was a huge setup to make that happen.
Of course, he just kept talking for like 5 minutes, and it's just like, I'm glad
Shut up, Greg.
dude. That's the thing. I was just like, Steve, why did we play? And he's just like, I really wanted to show off this deck. I'm really proud of it. I'm just like, what? Why did I get this deck?
I'm talking about the turns prior to set up this deck, right? Surely.
No,
It took him one turn
no,
to do all
literally,
that.
No, he literally
It doesn't
said,
matter if it's still
he
your
puts on
turn.
his
Yeah, you can
placemat,
say all of
'cause
that.
He was big. He's really into Magic. He's got
Yeah.
crazy decks and whatever. But
the
like,
worst kind of
this
people.
is like before I knew this, right? He's just like, how do you want to play? It's just like, what the style? I was like, I'm brand new to Magic. I literally just put together this deck because it has some monkeys in it, and I thought I liked having the monkeys.
it's monkeys.
It's just like it was just like this big gorilla, and I was just like, I love this dude. I love his energy. I want to be this deck. It was a green deck, and all it did was just I wanted to play some monkeys, and it wasn't a good deck. I had no idea what I was doing when I put it together. It was a bunch of scrap cards.
But you wanted to return to Monkey.
Yeah, and I just wanted to play a monkey, and I thought I was going to be playing against someone else that just had like a scrap deck, or he knew I was brand new.
It's the wrong dude.
He's just like, listen, how do you want this play? It's like, do you want me to go hard, or do you want me to just like mess around? And I was just like, show me what it's all about first, and then we can play like the other thing. And I didn't know that by saying that he would win the second the game started. Like literally his turn, we flipped a coin. He got to go first. He drew a card and said, "Oh, cool." He said 12 things. It took like 5 minutes for him to explain everything that was going on. And then he said, "And I swing for infinity." And I was like, "What do you mean you swing for infinity?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I have infinite amount of attacking cards because they're constantly self-replicating."
Wow. Dude, he made a machine. He literally like somehow successfully made like a machine out of cards.
Yeah, it was like- it was
no,
like
it
the-
replicates over time and it kind of just builds upon that.
Yeah,
like,
and there's apparently there's a mode in Magic the Gathering where you can just play that. Like that's a
Like
thing where
solo
it's like,
mode?
Like it's literally called like you win within 2 turns. And like if you're lucky, you just win on turn 1.
nah.
It's crazy. It's genuinely insane, and it makes me laugh thinking about it because imagine a tournament of that.
I mean, that's what most of these like things have like boiled down to, like a pay to win strategy where it's like everything is so power crept and so like strong that like you're gonna run into like you in your head you're like, I just want to have a little back and forth.
I just
like,
wanna play a
have
monkey.
I want to play monkeys,
I just
attack
see
you
the
with my
monkey
monkey.
guy.
My gorilla kills you, and then the other guy's like, no, you're not gonna play.
It's like
Wait,
Marvel
wait, wait,
versus
wait.
Capcom
This
3.
conversation was so confusing to me that I had no idea when we swapped from Yu-Gi-Oh to Magic. I did not recognize
I
that
want
that
to swap
swap
back to
happened.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Put it back, put it
I
back.
had a deck where I
He's still like, please, can you
What card games have
So
you
we're
even
back.
played, Fish?
wait,
Uno?
wait,
I
Come
like
on,
Pokemon.
stop.
I like
Cards
Pokemon. I like Uno.
humanity.
so I used to have a deck. I forget what it's called. I think it's called a Grave Robber or something like that. Where I would have
Gravekeepers, probably.
Gravekeepers. I would have Fabled Elf come out,
Yeah.
and then I would be able to discard 2 cards from my hand, and then because I discard them to the graveyard, they would get automatically summoned.
Yeah, fabled stuff. Yeah, like Dark Worlds, I think.
Yeah,
that's the
Dark
word.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Dark Worlds. That was my favorite deck to
no,
play
that's-
because
that's-
on the first turn I would have my full 5 monsters like out.
Nah, that deck is tight.
Yeah.
That deck is like for me, that it's crazy. Like that just threw like a child flashback.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first like starter decks like in high school.
Yeah.
I ever bought. I was like, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, Mom, can I get this? And she's like, no. And I'm just like,
I only ever
no, I'm kidding. No, I'm
I
not.
only ever collected the cards. I had no idea how to play the game for the most part, but I do remember I had one card called Wing Weaver, and I was like, "It's a hot card."
Dude, it's like
Weaver's pretty hot.
it's like a vanilla card. It has like no effect or anything. It's just a hot card.
I was just like, "This is hot."
Jebediah, pull
I want the next like Yu-Gi-Oh champion to just run normal deck, like
Just
no
normal-
effects.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician. like,
yeah.
The most like everyone like knows the cards. Like
But he just runs it super hard.
like when he's watching it and going like, I know the card.
That's the guy.
It's like Captain America. Like I get the reference.
It's the guy
Okay,
from fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You guys want to hear kind of like a dark thing about myself? Why I'm kind of like I don't really associate with Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
You grew
So-
up in Harlem.
No. So one time I went to I traveled to an Airbnb with some friends and we went to a con that it was legal to smoke and they had dispensaries everywhere. You could just buy weed everywhere. And I took edibles with some friends. And on God, this was I've smoked before. I've taken edibles before. I know what it can do to you when you have a little bit too much. But this time, I was seeing shit while there was Magic the Gathering playing in the background. So I just remember being in a corner, like just panicking, being like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening to me? And hearing like Magic the Gathering going on in the background, like the cards being thrown down, like people screaming and all that. And ever since then, I'm like, I don't think I can see Magic the Gathering the same. It honestly scarred me.
You got so
It's like
high you could no longer play Magic the Gathering.
Yes,
This is
yes.
crazy.
He was,
stuff.
Dude,
it's
he
like
was Joy Wheeler. Monsters.
some,
Real life monsters.
some part of me, if I started hearing Magic the Gathering being played or something, I feel like I would actually get chills and
panic attack?
shivers.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what he heard? He heard
Yeah.
like the words like being said. It sounded like a seance.
He heard this one guy, I
did.
swing you for infinity.
Yes.
What does that
Swing
mean?
me.
What does that mean?
Stay away from me.
It's just it literally does sound like the words that are on these cards can sound like
But,
you're literally
like,
casting like
yeah.
legit like Cthulhu, and then I summon like the skull of the grave, and they're just like stop, dude, stop.
No, I mean that. Like right
It's
now,
seeing the holograms when you're above the cards.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh God!
I understand that like a lot of people do play Magic, and I would be willing to open up my mind to it. But in the moment, that whole weekend, they tried to, because that was the first night. That was the
Yeah.
first night out of like a 4-day weekend, and they tried teaching me after the fact, and all I could think about was like what I was hearing while I was high and under that state, and I was just like,
Obelisk
none of
really
this is
was
being processed to me.
tormenting you.
Like I just keeps bringing me back to just me being scared.
Yeah.
So I was
love the
terrified. I
image
couldn't
of
do it.
you, like in a corner, and like and you're freaking out. But
So
it's
how
the
do you
most
like the tournament?
But it was like the most calm scenario. They're just like, yeah, and that's happened. And yeah,
Yeah, it's just very calm.
Yeah, but him's like,
Tapping.
No, I can assure you it was not calm. They were screaming every now and then, and I would definitely like be jumping in my seat in the moment.
oh man,
It was scary, but yeah, this was a long time ago. But that's
I really
why.
do know just the basics of Magic, like enough to like understand the terms that they're using for the most part. And I follow this one dude on TikTok that just talks about Magic the Gathering cards, and he just makes me laugh because he'll describe the cards as like war criminals. And he's like, this
what?
dragon that's a 3/3 has gone against the rules of man and creature alike. And like he'll just talk about it. I'm just like, yeah, man, that's a good lizard.
Jesus Christ,
He's
what
so
a weird
funny,
comparison. Like this is the Hitler of cards.
No,
Oh
like,
my God.
Exactly. You're just like you don't even understand the things that have happened with this card. Like this card has committed tax fraud in 17 states and is currently on the run from federal agents. And he is in your deck. We are not having a good time.
You
like
feel free to cut that out.
I
He
think
is
it'll be
heading
fine.
to your location.
this card knows where you live, and it will find you and take all of the lands in your deck and use it for its own purposes. And I'm just like, really now?
And this
So
card
what
has
else could it
hot
do?
singles in your area.
Yeah, that's probably something he says, and it's just like a seductress. It's just some planeswalker, and just like, okay, what else can it do? How does it know my number? And for 3 mana, it'll find your mother. It's like, no, Mom! But that's just Magic the Gathering, and I just ever since we played a Magic the Noah, I'm just like, I wonder if he knows this guy.
Dude, fucking, you know who taught me how to play Magic the Gathering? Who? Like randomly at a party you were there? William Osman, the engineering YouTuber.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That makes
Yeah.
complete sense.
He just taught me how to play
any
Magic the
person
Why?
that
Gathering.
knows math
He
plays
wanted
Magic.
to play, and I was there.
It's true.
Did
And
you guys
we're
actually play at the party?
The Venn diagram of
I learned a little
mathematicians-
bit.
The Venn diagram of mathematicians and Magic the Gathering players is a circle.
It's
It's just a circle.
There's no Venn diagram to it. It's just complete overlapping.
Literally every time. That's why I wasn't really into Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, it's because like it's just math. It's just like theoretically.
Well,
I've
Jake
already
doesn't know how to
defeated
play
you.
Magic, so it would be like
That's because he hasn't realized it yet.
one little sliver, and it's just Jake lays it
Yeah,
out, and then the
you
rest
zoom
of
in and, like,
it
it's
is
like-
one.
No. That part of it is literally people that have yet to understand Magic. As
But they
soon as
would,
you
but
tell
they
them
would.
how it is, they immediately it just shifts over. 100% of the
Now I
time.
want to play in front of this guy. Like, just
I think my PTSD
I'm gonna start
is
leaving
always-
Magic the Gathering cards around his
everywhere.
room.
Stop it, guy.
No, you know what's crazy is that is one of those moments that I had that like made me stop smoking. Now that I've grown up.
Really?
Yeah,
That was that bad?
One of those, yeah. Because I've had a few bad moments, and those moments like that was definitely one of them that I'll remember. That it's like if somebody ever offers me a joint, I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't think I want to.
I've had
Smoke that.
I don't smoke that often.
Yeah.
But one of my best friends were like in New York. He's from New York as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his birthday week, and I have like kind of a tradition where like I'll get high with him once a year. But we did edibles, and at this point like I wasn't even like I barely smoke ever. So like this was like we're at his house, and it's like late at night, and we're in the Bronx. It's like his cousin's house that we're staying at, right? And the whole time there's someone like underneath the apartment building. They're like arguing really loud, like, and I hear like a broken dish or something, right? And
God.
I guess I didn't realize, but I was like crying. Because I was like, they're gonna come up here and get us now. Like, he's gonna get mad and get like. And
The
he was-
fact that you said you didn't realize you were crying.
no, like, so I mean, I knew at the time, but like in my head, I was like, he knows we're up here, and he's gonna come up here. And the whole time, my buddy's just like, it's okay, dude, it's okay, man. And just like, but he heard us, he hears us up here. And he's like yelling, I could have sworn he said my name or something.
Oh my
like,
God.
You guys have some crazy experiences with weed.
You go
The
from
first
0 to
time I ever-
100 though. It really does get you
Dude, the
paranoid.
first time I ever had like that
it does,
much,
yeah.
that much of an
They
edible.
recorded his whole thing.
First off, I recorded it, which is great to go
Really?
back and listen to, and it just sounds spastic. But like that, like I was aware the entire time that I was just talking to Rob. Like I knew I was just being insane, and I thought that was funny. But like the second time that it happened to me, where I wasn't recording it, I was on a Discord call with some friends, and I had to lie down on the ground because I couldn't stop moving, like I was on the ocean. Like I just felt a wave constantly under me, and my friend was just like, "Hey man, what happened to you?" And I was just like, he heard my voice like a mile away. It's just like, I'm not on a boat, but I feel the water.
Dude.
I do want to clarify though. It does suck though because like growing up, I smoked weed, and I feel like it's just such a chill thing to do. I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of medical benefits that come from it as well. So I don't want to shit on it or anything that we
I
had
used
the
to
bad
smoke a fuck ton
experiences.
of weed too, like when I was
Yeah.
young, and then I just like I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
Maybe it's just like a grown up.
maybe we're just growing
No,
up.
no. Because I feel like at
No,
every
I've
party
I
we
get
go to,
so
there's-
fucking paranoid and
Yeah.
like everything. It sucks.
I want, if I'm in a conversation and I'm not contributing to it, especially in like a party setting, if I'm staying quiet and like not saying anything, then I start to worry. And the fact that I'm like high, it makes me not want to speak. And then it starts to double down.
Yeah, yeah,
And just
then it's
everything
like-
goes south.
Oh, I think I need to speak now. What were we talking about? Oh, I think the right thing that I would say, and then you're just
Yes,
thinking about
yeah.
thinking, and then about doing, and it's just like, what the fuck am I?
Yeah.
Like, I need to leave.
Yeah.
I would wait, but I would never
get out of here.
I would never have guessed you to be the type that's like gets that kind of like partying, not anxiety, but you like want to not just be that guy just there. Like you, I felt like you were such a good host that you basically were kind of doing that with people. You're like, yeah, let them like all talk and like just I'm gonna just make sure everyone's having a chill time.
No, both of these guys are incredibly nervous all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like I feel like I'm like so
He's lying.
he's like
Yeah, he's lying.
He's nervous. I don't. I'm
Louis
a
makes fun
fucking.
of me.
Yeah.
I will meet somebody that I recognized from
Louis.
YouTube that I grew up watching, and Louis was like, "He's just a guy, dude." And I'm just like, "But you don't get it." He's like, "Shut the fuck up. He's just a guy."
Oh, you get starstruck with other YouTubers?
Oh, yeah,
Even
yeah.
though you have a pretty successful YouTube channel?
No, but they don't know who I am.
That's okay. They don't know who anyone is. No one knows. And the beauty that I've learned is that they may think, if they think they're hot shit, then they're probably not that cool of a person anyway. Because everyone's so niche in their own worlds. Like you can have like 2 million, 5 million subscribers, but like you'd be surprised how many people don't know who the fuck you are. Like, you're not Leonardo DiCaprio, dude.
But I think that I would still feel.
You're not
I-
dating only
I think-
25-year-olds.
I think I would.
You're not a problematic 50-year-old dating only 25-year-olds. But
Oh,
like,
that's like his upper limit.
25, yeah,
That's
25 is
crazy.
stretching it.
That's
It's
the
like
cutoff.
19.
Crazy
Those
that
memes
you
like
would say
a girl
that.
turns 25 is just crying like I missed my shot.
dude,
Wait, what was I gonna say? No, but I don't think it would be the same even if I didn't have a following at all.
really?
Or I think, did I say that right? I think it would
It'd
be
be the same regardless.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just gonna be like, I'm a fan of you.
Yeah,
It's just him. It's just who he is.
No, I mean that's fine. I get like there were a bunch of people whenever I was at your parties. That's the only time I really. That is the most like to me. I grew up, born and raised in LA, but the most LA shit is when I'm at your parties, and I've been to like a couple of them now.
like my parties at my house.
yeah, the ones,
or-
that, the ones that are over
Yeah.
there at your house. Sorry, but like it's usually like he invites me to those things.
Yeah, and there's a shit
like
ton of-
and there's so many people to the point where like I don't even know where the fuck he is.
Yeah.
like, I'm playing Smash Bros with like other YouTubers.
Yeah, random-
like in the corner, like and then like people come and like, oh Mac, are you here? I'm like I've been here for like 3 hours.
fucking rolling people in melee.
I don't even know who's hosting this. Like, but like, it feels like the most Hollywood type shit ever. Like,
Listen, I'm
it's
going to
like
say this right now for everyone that has ever hosted a party ever. Please have Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Please.
We
People
have
will
two
play. People
setups.
will
We
play.
have on the third floor and the first floor.
Yeah,
We have-
I was on both for a while.
Dude,
we have two Smash setups.
Every time
always.
I go to a party and I don't have like a game playing that I
center
can just
you.
to just chill at, because I'm gonna be real with you, I get tired of talking to people almost as soon as I start talking to them. For the vast
Damn.
majority of people, no, I cap out super fast on conversations because unless I'm drunk and then the inhibitor's gone and I could just do whatever, I top out super quick. But if Melee is there, or or just any Smash game really, I'm just like, I can just vibe here and I can just play people and we can talk while games are going on, and it's just that it's so much easier to do that because there's just something that's not just straight talking and then trying to figure out what to do with my hands when I'm just holding my drink and trying to talk to someone. Like that is like the biggest thing.
He's so crippled by his social battery. He doesn't know what to do with his hands, dude.
He's like, I need. This is like.
You should bring
Imagine
one
we're
of those-
talking,
fidget
and I'm just like this.
No, it's not even a fit.
So what's going on, Macro?
Oh hey.
It's just like I don't.
Are you having fun at the party?
Dude, because when you're
I'd
just
be so
standing there
confused.
and you don't have like the conversational ability to just like go through a conversation where it doesn't feel like you're just grilling them about random shit.
No,
like
fair.
Louis' thing is just talk about them. It's just like, yeah, but I don't care, which is the issue. Because like if you care about like
That's
anything,
my cue to leave. Just
No,
like
but,
get stuff.
like in a party when you don't know these people and you're just walking around and you have like two friends there and they're talking with other people and you don't want to just always walk into the conversation and just be like, hey, what's up? Which is what I've just been doing at like every one of your parties because that's just, I figured no one actually cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, no one actually cares, but for the longest time that was like my biggest concern.
You should get a fidget spinner.
I hate those things.
Hey, what's
So
up?
you have like, what's up, man?
That's not the issue. It's just having
Yo,
like a
good
thing in my
spin.
hand. It's just like it's the conversation itself, my man. It's not. I'm not crippled by like my
Wait,
ability
that's
to
sad
just
to say
hyper-focus
that.
things.
That is sad to say that. So nobody cares what I'm talking about.
Most of the time.
And
no.
and then not that, what the fuck? And
It
then
should
other
give
people
you
also.
solace in it. It should give you solace. Is like, oh, I could say some random shit, and they're not gonna fucking like.
Try to break the matrix.
They're not gonna break down every single
They
thing you're
will
saying.
like you, but they're not gonna care about everything you're saying.
The way I say it though
I
is
killed
just like
someone.
it makes it.
Oh
Sound,
yeah, cool man.
The way I
Oh,
say
me
it makes
too,
it
dude.
sound.
What are you doing
awful.
Saturday?
Did you see Barbie Oppenheimer?
That feels like the most like I'm at like a cooler. I
Listen,
say
did
that I've
you-
never actually had a cubicle job.
Did
Like,
you Barbenheim? Did you
What?
Barbenheim?
I Barbied, not Oppenheimed yet. Because I want to watch, like, I'm such a, okay, so I'm a film.
I barred, but not
I barred,
heimered.
but not Heimered. But I'm a huge film dude. Like, I love film, like, with a passion.
Oh, but not enough
Me
to watch
too.
Oppenheimer.
No, I do, but
Okay,
it's sold
man,
out on
whatever.
You need to see. Yeah, you
It's
need to see it in
sold out
IMAX 70
millimeter IMAX
Yep.
for 4 weeks straight.
Yep.
I have
Yep.
my ticket set up for next Tuesday. And like middle of the day, like 10 a.m. IMAX. Like I'm the only one in the theater. Like
Holy shit! Just ready to fucking.
well, because like who else has free time on a Tuesday? Like I'm here on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
Dude, I
who's-
say that every time I go to the gym. I'm just like, who are all you motherfuckers? Why are you here?
They probably have like night jobs. Like
Did you like
security
Dune?
guards.
Furious.
I love Dune.
Don't get him started.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Yes.
think Dune. Like I didn't read the book. Sorry, I
didn't read the
I'm
book either.
illiterate, guys.
No, it's okay.
But
I'll just be
essentially,
pissed
like
alone.
I found that film to just be like art. I don't know, like Zoomer Star Wars. It was amazing. Like
yeah, I
it's
think it
gonna
was one of the
blend so
greatest films, just the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Like the way it feels is just, I've never had that experience watching a movie.
sure, for
and
sure.
you could ask them, how many times have I watched that movie?
Dude, I think we brought
11
this
at
up
this
like 19
point.
times. Fuck off with Doom, man.
I love Doom.
You love Doom
Yo,
too
wait.
much,
Yo,
do we
man.
have
Jump
a
King.
Do we have a
Fucking-
We need to have another list. Dune brought up in podcast.
Oh, we should totally do that.
How many times? Like, you should actually
Dune, Jump
track it.
King, Pool.
Jebediah, pull it up.
Jebediah, pull
Jebediah, how
pull
many
up
times has he
Dune.
said
No,
Dune?
not the sand. Dude, the planet thing. Dude, come on.
Oh, come
He doesn't
on,
know.
dude.
He doesn't know.
He's
should
learning.
definitely
He's
do
new.
that.
Look at the guy.
He
Like,
hasn't even seen a movie.
I don't think he's seen like anything in the past the second dimension, man.
True,
He's
true.
literally a stick figure.
He lives in
He lives in the. That's even sadder. Actually.
Flat World. Have you seen the new Futurama?
I have not yet.
I
Is it
love
good?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It feels like normal Futurama.
It feels like just like started immediately. Like I mean, it didn't feel like the show ever had to end.
no.
So like I don't mind it going on forever and ever.
There was a good period mark, I think, like when they froze time and then they walked through it, and then she's like, and then they're like, let's go around again. Basically, you can restart the show there.
Well, it's a semicolon now.
Yeah, now it's a semicolon.
It's a soft
Yeah.
semicolon.
But I think it continues perfectly. I think the second episode was like one of those tear jerky ones, which was really good. So
Like the dog one and like
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
with the fries with fries.
maybe
with
not
the brother.
as tear jerky as that, but it was like.
You're talking about Futurama, the
Yeah.
comedy thing, right?
Have
The
you never
comedy
you haven't
thing.
seen Futurama?
Nah.
Wait,
I
I
watched
need you to
Futurama.
like you just described Futurama as the comedy thing.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
heard.
it's got the crab guy that's a doctor, and then the one-eyed chick, and then
You
that
know
old
when you
guy
point,
that
when you
says,
describe it that way though, it does sound funnier. Like
and like the robot that's constantly drunk somehow.
no, this is
So
all
why would you
true.
say thing and not
He
show?
gets drunk when he's not drinking.
So
What?
beer in the Futurama world, beer makes him sober.
Alcohol gives him
Alcohol,
battery.
yeah.
And so when he was like, I'm going sober, he's like, you're going to kill yourself. Like, because he's not recharging his battery with alcohol.
Uh-huh.
That's
You
devastating.
should watch this
Okay,
show.
fair
Like, I
enough.
really do recommend seasons like 3 to 8.
Is it,
Yeah.
it is the one that goes, good news, everyone.
Yeah, good
I'm
news.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. All voiced by the same dude, by the way. Like that same voice actor voiced like 8 people.
Yeah, I
Holy.
believe it.
Like it's
Seth
awesome.
MacFarlane does that like all the time, doesn't he?
Dude,
Yeah,
Futurama's
but it's a
one
little
of the
more
best
noticeable
shows.
with Seth MacFarlane. I feel like.
Well, yeah, it's because he has 3 voices.
Yeah, it's like I'm Brian. It's my normal voice, and then I'm Stewie. It's my British voice, and then Brian. Like
And
I'm
what,
trying
is
to-
it Peter? I don't know what else he
I
plays.
don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know
that
how to do
voice.
Peter.
He's Lois.
Is he
He's
Lois?
like- is he Lois?
No, I don't think so.
It sounds like he would.
Lois is that other SNL lady.
I love
Jebediah, pull up.
Jebediah, pull up a Lois.
Jebediah would
Up
be
to
so
you, man,
helpful right
up
now.
to you.
Dude, this editing though, like the editor, like sorry editor, but like you really should pull up all the crap we say. Like, I think it'd be so funny to just like actually do it. Like make it like you should take a video of like this side of the wall was just like blank, and then make it seem like that's where we pull things up. Like, it would be like a dumb bit, but like
Yeah, no.
so much extra.
Or just
editing
happens
work.
like right here.
Yeah, like it's just like
The-
edited
in
like
the smallest pixel, 2x2.
like Anthony Fantano. He has like a green screen like
Yeah.
like, square,
Oh, yeah.
and you just edit it into that.
You
Like
should just put it right here.
that could work.
Just put it right here, like on this.
just
this
replace
camera.
that whatever that is.
Yeah, put on
Yeah,
both
fuck
sides.
this thing.
Yeah, put
This
on
thing is
both sides
stupid.
of the logo, dude.
This is stupid? No.
Put a
No,
little
not.
green screen on both
It's
sides
really
of the logo.
cool.
It'd be amazing.
How often does Phish cry on these podcasts?
Often.
Oh, okay.
I cry every episode.
but like always a good
Fucking
cry, right?
Jen made fun
No.
of his feet.
Wait,
Oh my
what?
goodness, yes. Okay, Jen was I told her about my excursions, and once I had a plan to make an OnlyFans, but only on my hands.
Uh-huh.
And basically I realized, long story short, that it wasn't gonna work.
Can you
so
see
she
your
said,
hands?
"Oh yeah, you can definitely see my hands." Again, I said it wasn't gonna work. But
Now
she
show
said
them your
you should try something with your feet. And I was just like, okay, am I pulling out my feet again?
I mean,
do
you
you want
have
to see them?
You can't
All
just
right,
talk about like
All right,
you can't have what's his face pull him up. So
There you go. What do you think of my feet?
underwhelming.
Damn.
Exactly. Well,
Not bad though. They're not
no,
bad feet.
no,
Look,
but
I
she-
was really
you know what?
hoping you'd go, oh.
you know what? I'm not.
I wasn't like
luckily,
I was expecting worse. So
Okay.
like I was just like those are feet.
See, it was worse though at the time because
Wait, what do you mean?
I had just bought new rock climbing shoes, and how rock climbing shoes work is that they're supposed
They're
to be a
really
size under.
tight.
They're supposed to be very tight.
But
so
I
when
go
I was
climbing
climbing
too,
with
by the
them,
way.
You should come with
y-
us.
yes.
I just started 2 months ago.
Yes,
Dude,
are we
I
going with
go-
us?
yeah,
You guys
yeah,
go
yeah.
LA Boulder? Where'd you guys go?
We go bouldering. We go.
Yeah,
Cliffs
it's
of
close to
Inn.
yeah,
You guys
yeah,
go
yeah.
Cliffs of
Yeah.
Inn?
It's close here, but
Dude, we do, dude, it's like with Average Jonas, like a bunch of Valorant streamers.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
JHB came yesterday.
So I don't have a pass. I've been going with my homies that have the thing. I just
Yeah.
I buy like the day
just get the
pass.
pass
Yeah,
like
yeah,
$90
yeah.
for a
Bro,
month.
I did the math. because I only go once a week because I do.
Let him know.
I'm a pickleballer now too.
I've been on the pickle grind.
No, there's a
brother.
running joke, dude. Who was it? My homie Jamin. He was just like, dude, why are you so into like just the white sports? And I was like, what do you mean? It's like you do pickleball, you do climbing, and I've been doing ultimate frisbee for the past like 4 years.
No.
And like actually, so you asked me why I'm busy tonight. I play ultimate every Tuesday at like 7 p.m. onwards.
I love ultimate frisbee.
I'm passionate about it. It is my favorite thing. But yes, I am.
Just the white sports.
I'm into the white sports. What can I say?
How competitive does it get?
For ultimate, it gets very competitive.
Listen, man.
Like-
Listen, just don't pick up cricket. You'll be fine. As
mean,
soon
I
as
feel
you
like-
cross the cricket line, you get into horses.
No,
and
the
it's just
true.
like the whole thing.
I feel like the true
jockeying.
Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
there's like the true line would be like, what's that thing where
Do you
you're
got
like,
golf? Do you like golf?
I don't like golf. I'm also like anti-golf. I think like the concept, like, dude, golf is such a waste of space.
Golf.
Like, it takes up so
True.
much.
Aside from that, because
It has fun. It is
because you
fun.
have the pyramids in Egypt, and then you have a golf course right next to it, which is awesome. I'm gonna play that golf course.
You've
and
done
it's
it?
terrible. No, I want to.
Okay.
But could you imagine taking a picture of the pyramids and then? Have you seen the golf
just
course?
green. It's huge green.
It's a huge golf
It
course.
doesn't belong there.
Right next to the pyramids. But
The audacity
What's great
of
about
that golf
what's
course
great
is
about golf,
crazy.
right? If we all went golfing, that's 4 hours that we get to drink and spend time with each other,
Miss
not even
balls
really worrying
and
about
then have
the
people
golf.
pass us
So,
because
crazy
we aren't
idea.
hitting the
So
ball.
it's good for people that have like actual work schedules because we get to hang out whenever because
True.
we're,
I see
but
what you
if
mean.
if you are
Dude, just
like
go to
9 to
Topgolf.
5,
That's so much better.
dude, that's not
It's
what I'm
golf.
talking about. Don't call
It's
me a
golf.
dude, asshole.
You're wearing a cap just like me, and it says
Fight.
Titleist.
This is a
on
golf
it.
cap.
Fight.
Yeah, you're
Fight.
wearing a Titleist cap, dog.
No,
You get to be dude.
that's not what I'm talking about. Topgolf is completely different from golf. Topgolf is
How?
bowling.
It's golf.
No, Topgolf is bowling.
Yeah, it's
wow,
golf.
that's a good way to describe. I feel like it's more like what's that one carnival game where you throw the ball in?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you're like trying to get the specific holes.
Skee
Skee ball. It's more- it's the
literally
skee
the skee
ball
ball
of
golf.
golf.
But golfing is like you're out in the like outside
Yeah.
on the grass. You're driving the golf carts, fun as fuck. You're getting to like just spend 4 hours with each other, drinking, having a good time, and then you go back home to your wife and shit. Like that's how golf.
Say "aw" at the end of the. Oh, fun's over.
I'm married.
He's
Are you
married.
the only person?
I'm married.
That's awesome.
mean,
We
what time
we
is
could
it?
go on forever, but
But I'm getting hot.
yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, we don't have AC in this
Fish
house.
is-
I need to hook that up. That's a R2D2
I thought that was on. I'm like,
external
dude, we get
AC.
so
No.
fucking hot.
I have to hook that up. Yeah, my bad about that. But
So okay,
thank you so much
I'm gonna
for.
stand up and my ass is just
Yeah,
all
no,
over
that,
the way.
yeah. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Phish Tank Podcast, Macro. I mean, anything.
This was great, dude.
Anything else? This
It's a
was an
great
amazing
fucking great
episode. Yes.
conversation.
I always wrote through, man. If you DM me, I'll roll through.
Let's
We're
go.
climbing.
We
It
should
sounds
do-
like we're climbing.
Yes,
so-
we are climbing
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't do tomorrow because tomorrow's Filipino night at Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
So
Then
Nice,
then we do
nice.
Saturday sometimes, and then just Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
I'll probably hit you up for Saturday.
Okay.
Not this Saturday, but in general, just like I live in LA. Like
And
I'm
we
like,
also
yeah,
we also
I
pickleball
am
on
around
Saturday.
Yeah.
oh, are you pickleball? No, I
Yeah.
can't do Saturday. I have like a
A
birthday-
Filipino night.
No,
another-
it's my aunt's
another
50th birthday.
Filipino.
I have a lot of family too. My wife's Filipino. That's we're doing like a
My
Filipino
family
night.
is all on the other side of the country, so I don't have to worry about
My
it.
entire
too.
family is located in like, LA.
That sucks. I hate that. I'm joking.
I hate that for you.
The only
Right.
the only bad part about having family on the other side of the country is that my brother just had a kid, so I have to fly down and go visit.
It's like,
them.
oh, that
So I
sucks
don't
that he
get-
had a kid.
But yes, on that note, thank you everybody for supporting the Phish Tank Podcast.
love
Again,
you,
we do have a
Leo.
Patreon. Click the
We're
link in
gonna
the
add
description.
more stuff soon.
There's still yeah, we're still uploading every week to the Patreon exclusive content that you can only find on there. Phishtank.com/fish or patreon.com/Phish Tank Podcast, and it's also linked in the description. And yes, thank you guys for all supporting the Phish Tank, and we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.
See you later, Jebediah.
Adios. Jebediah, close us out.